Well, welcome back to another coffee time video. Today I want to talk about 5 simple things. I'm going to throw them up on the screen here in a minute. 5 simple things that I ran across online that can boost the morale of a faculty. And so without any further ado, as they say, let's just take a look at them. So here are the 5 strategies that were listed in this article to boost morale. One is to give positive feedback to the staff, making it timely, making it specific. We know all those things. We know how that works with any kind of goal setting and things. We have to come up with things that are specific, grounded in reality. The other is to ask about staff feelings, to take the pulse of the staff from time to time, whether that's through a survey or whether that's sitting down with a committee or sitting down one-on-one and talking to people about how they're doing and what their expectations are. Any of that works. And then to provide autonomy, to give people the job that you want them to do and then get out of their way and let them do it. Now, that doesn't mean that, if they have questions or things, you don't provide other kinds of input, but micromanaging does not build morale. The other is some type of reward, an extrinsic reward. Yes, it is true that all of us need to have some kind of intrinsic motivation to do the job. But if we're not allowed to receive outside things that show us that our work is beneficial, then the morale starts to go down. And the last is to have public celebrations. Just throw a party. Anytime that you reach a goal, anytime that you meet a deadline, celebrate. Whether it's, provide coffee for everybody or cookies in the collab room or whatever it is, to provide that kind of space. But I didn't really read this from the standpoint of boosting the morale of the faculty. I read this from boosting the morale of our classrooms, boosting the morale of our students. And I think that the same 5 strategies apply. Students need positive feedback. And as I'm going through and sitting in classes, and as the TNT people were here and we were going through classes, I saw that. I saw a pretty good amount of that throughout my times in the classrooms. And I was very happy to see that there is an acknowledgement to students of something they've done well. And I think that's important. And then there is a time when we need to ask students how they feel about what's going on in the class. How do they feel about the norms we've established? How do they feel about the expectations for behavior? And again, that could be just a simple 2, 3, 4 question survey as an exit ticket out of your classroom. It could be a host of things that you decide that you're going to provide to them. And also this providing autonomy. One of the things that I came across very early in my teaching career was this idea of controlled floundering. Students need to struggle. It's in the struggle that we are made stronger, wiser, smarter. And so if we are constantly giving them the answer, if we don't wait long enough, or if we're constantly looking over their shoulder and saying, oh, no, you should use this word and not that word, if we're constantly doing that, we're not granting them the autonomy to do the work for themselves. And then as teachers, we do need to reward students with something besides grades. And so some type of extrinsic reward, that could be a piece of candy on the desk, it could be a homework pass, it could be all kinds of things that you decide that you're going to give out in your classroom to be able to show a student, look, you did a great job, I want to recognize that, here is something for you to enjoy as a result of the hard work you put into this assignment. And then the last thing, to celebrate publicly. Celebrate your class. So if everybody passes a test, it doesn't matter if they just barely pass the test. Forget about that for right now. If everybody passes a test, throw a party. 5 minutes of celebration. Go do something fun. Build the morale of your classroom. And if you can get the students on your side by building their morale, they will do whatever you ask them to do, just like the staff would do with their boss when all of those things are provided for them as well. Hope you all have a great weekend. We'll catch y'all next week.